I'm curious. You did something where you kind of feel from Locked On Browns, Kevin Stefanski's message just isn't resonating anymore.
Yeah, and it's not that I think the team's like quit on him in particular. Like I still think guys are generally playing hard. I don't think it's like a, we're just gonna throw in the towel. And I know certain guys talk about that after the game. Miles always talks about playing hard because it's what you put on tape is your legacy and what people are gonna remember or last about you, and so that stuff matters. And he cares about legacy obviously more than anybody. Um, but it just feels like when you're seeing the repetitive issues, especially on special teams, and maybe that starts with Bubba Ventrone, obviously, who's the one who oversees those units. When the same errors and problems persist, and it's just not getting through to guys, there's some sort of disconnect there. And I talked about that specifically with like Lance Reisland of cleveland.com, and obviously over at 92 through the fan as well with us, who does some hosting with us. Like he highlighted that as well. Like sometimes it just seems like the message. I think there's a difference between like the message getting stale and that's when I think you start to see guys quit, and the message just not necessarily being received or not being able to translate your message and your teachings to make the changes needed. Because all Kevin does in those post-game press conferences and says, I got to be better, we got to be better. But then every week we're asking the same questions that then necessitate those answers where he's saying, I got to be better, we got to be better. Like but nothing gets better. And I think that's where the sort of the problem is for Kevin in all of this is it just nothing's gotten better. And you needed to see some progress this year. I understand, from all indications are that everybody in the front office, ownership on down, went into this season understanding it wasn't going to be some playoff run and Super Bowl dream or anything like that. But you're teetering on winning 3 games for the second consecutive year, and that's just not. Like I don't know a lot of coaches that survive 6 wins in 2 seasons, and just trending in the wrong direction the way that this thing is. So it's unfortunate, but you've seen very little progress other than from the rookie draft class that's been phenomenal for this team this year.
Yeah, that's fair. The other thing I would say, you got so many rookies. Rookies are playing on special teams, so that's another one. And again, I'm not defending it. And I would say this: if Stefanski and Barry both survive, and we got to get to break, but my thought is if they both survive, what that tells me, and I've said it before, is that Jimmy Haslam drove the bus on the Deshaun Watson trade. That's the only way both of these guys come back after back-to-back 3-14 seasons.